Warhammer 40K Battle Report. Orcs versus Dark Angels.
Hey everyone, welcome to another J9 Battle Report. As always, my name is Jay, and this is going to be another J versus J Battle Report. It's going to be a fun game. 1,500 points, Dark Angels Deathwing versus Waaagh, Ghazghkull. It's going to be a lot of fun. So Not Bikers versus Deathwing. I'm super excited. It's going to be 1,500 points, Dawn of War, Purge the Alien. Both armies are really low on kill points, only 7 kill points. So not a whole lot of kill points. Every point is going to matter, and it's going to be a lot of fun. Not Bikers, super glass hammery versus Deathwing, really strong, but so I basically predicting initiative 1, everything's just gonna blow up and it's gonna be awesome. So yeah, it's gonna be a lot of fun. And as always, I do not rig any dice rolls. It's gonna be a lot of fun, and I'm gonna include tactica about why I'm making each decision throughout the game, so that way you guys can learn a little bit of stuff and you guys can disagree if you want or otherwise. And if you're in the Peterborough area and you'd love to play a game against me, email me at j@jdidproductions.com and we can set up a battle report, or otherwise you just contact me on Facebook, and yeah, I would love to play you. So thank you very much for watching this battle report. Stay tuned for the armies and the deployment. Alright, so we'll start off with 1,500 points of Ghazghkull Waaagh supplement. So leading my army, of course, Ghazghkull. You have to have him as your warlord if you have him on the table. And for him, he rolled a 6, but he's a double 6. I'll tell you about the other 6 after. So he has Feel No Pain as his warlord trait. That's pretty sweet. I also have a War Boss and a Pain Boy as HQs, 2 squads of knobs. Everything is WYSIWYG. So big choppers are big choppers, boss pulls are boss pulls, and claws are claws. And then 2 squads of boys, 13 boys each, with a knob with a power claw and boss pull. So that's it. It's only 7 kill points. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 on this side. But it's gonna be fun because we're playing Purge the Alien, so not a lot of kill points is good. And yeah, it's gonna be a lot of fun. And because I remembered, you guys kept telling me I should remember the deep striking, the teleporter rule. So I rolled, and Ghazghkull, the boys, and the other boys all rolled 5s or 6s. You get a +1 if they're troops. So he rolled a 6, and they each rolled a 5 and a 6. So everyone there can deep strike. So that's gonna be a lot of fun. So I have deep striking Ghazghkull with a squad of boys, and another squad of boys that can deep strike too. So it's gonna be kind of fun to answer the Deathwing with more deep striking. And now we'll get to the Deathwing army. So now, here is 1,500 points of Deathwing Terminators. Of course, leading the army, Belial to make them troops. He has a Thunderhammer Storm Shield. Yes. A level 2 Librarian, who knows? Prescience, because it's the Primaris. Precognition and Foreboding. Foreboding is pretty cool. It allows them to Overwatch at normal ballistic skill. Precognition is cool because it allows the Psyker to reroll all failed to hit into wound rolls. In addition, Psyker rerolls failed saving throws, so that's going to keep them alive. And that's pretty cool. 4 squads of Deathwing Terminators. Once again, everything is WYSIWYG. I like to have a WYSIWYG. So that is a Cyclone Missile Launcher, 3 Assault Cannons, and some have Chain Fist as well. Not like they'll need them against the Not Bikers. And finally, a Land Raider. So maybe the Librarian. I'm thinking just the Librarian is going to start in the Land Raider. That'd be kind of fun. So Librarian and Land Raider, maybe with a squad of Terminators, and then everyone else deep striking around them. So it's pretty cool, and we'll get to the deployment. Alright, so after deployment, here's what the battlefield looks like. So right now, it's just these guys. Knobs are on the table, and they're ready to jump forth. On the other side, that Land Raider Redeemer with the Librarian, and 1 squad in there as well. So that's about it. And the reason why, for tactical purposes, the reason why they deployed specifically there is because if the knobs turbo boost up, which they might be tempted to do, the Land Raider Redeemer is really nasty against knobs since it has 2 flamers that are strength 6, AP3. So ignore cover. They get their Feel No Pain. But in this squad, no Feel No Pain. There's no Pain Boy. So that's going to be crazy. Now, Orcs get to go first. So we'll see what happens in Orcs first. But first, will the Dark Angels seize? Dark Angels are going to try to seize. And they do not. So Orcs, turn 1.
Waaagh! Ghazghkull! Turn 1.
So, we're going to start off with the knobs. We're going to move up 12 inches. Let's get ahead, boys. Get ahead and go for the kill. It's Purge the Alien. Purge the Alien does not reward laying back and doing nothing. And these guys are also going to turbo boost up. And once again, not turbo boost, move up 12 inches. There we go. Shooting phase. No shooting phase. Time to turbo boost. So the one squad is going to turbo boost an additional 12 inches, because the reason for this, for tactical purposes, is because you want to bring the fight as close to the Dark Angel side as possible, and you want to restrict the amount of area the Dark Angels can deep strike in. So by keeping them, by moving up all of our guys in this area, basically it's forcing the Dark Angels now to respond to that, as opposed to they lay back, the Dark Angels can all just deep strike there and pick on them. But now, if they go for them, these guys are too close and they're going to destroy them. So we'll see what happens. And these knobs are going to turbo boost 1 inch, just to keep them a little bit of a distance. That way the flamer right there isn't going to do much, and it gives them the 3-up jink if they decide to jink save. Never mind about the +1 of the jink save. I think they still get the 4+. Correct me if I'm wrong in the comment section down below, but it doesn't say anymore that they get the +1 for turbo boosting. And so after Orcs turn 1, here's what the battlefield looks like. Ooh, moving up. Basically it's turn 1 not bikers. You move up, close the gap. So that's going to force the Dark Angels to deep strike around this area or that area, going for one of the squads. And yeah, otherwise they're going to eat that Land Raider for breakfast next turn. So we'll see. And luckily they stayed a little bit back so that the Land Raider Redeemer couldn't just move up and flame the crap out of them and destroy them. Because 2 Strength 6 AP3 Flamers in a row would just do a lot of damage to them. So we'll see what happens in Dark Angels turn 1.
Dark Angels, turn 1.
So of course, for tactical purposes, you want to come in turn 1, because these not bikers are going to come in and close the gap and destroy that Land Raider gang first blood. So turn 1, we want to deep strike in and focus on one of the squads. Now this squad is the scarier of the 2 squads, but eliminating that one would be a huge help as well. So I think the easier one to focus on would be this one, since they don't feel no pain. And they are close to the Land Raider who can move up and flame them. So I think the better idea is to go for this squad. So Belial is first going to try to land right here. It's a little bit risky, but it gives them a great opportunity to assault them next turn if there's any left. So where do they end up? Hits. Good thing. And that's where they land. So they're in great shape now. Now since this pathway is going to be taken up by the tank, the next squad is going to try to land behind them. Though this might be risky in future tenses, they'll be able to move up and run whenever they need to, so it's a pretty safe spot. Where do they end up? 6 inches that way. Good thing they landed where they did. And that's where they end up. So now they have a great spot. They can go for those guys or them. So it depends on whatever they want to go for. And the final squad is going to try to land right behind them as well. Where do they end up? And they land exactly where they want. So now with some lucky deep striking, we've completely surrounded the Orcs, which is a good tactic, as now forces them to respond to this next turn, because only these guys will be able to assault, and if they survive, they'll be tied up in combat and they don't have a choice. And these guys have a lot of choices where they want to go for, but each one's equally as hurting as the last. So that's good. So now the Land Raider is going to move up to here, so that way it gives them a chance to just lay off and shoot as many guys as they can. And they're going to disembark to go take on the not bike. And then they're disembarked, ready to assault. Now it's time to light up those not bikers and see if they survive. Psychic phase, how many dice do the Dark Angels get? 1, plus 2, 3. So the Librarian's going to try to cast Force, because if he can get his Force weapon off, he can really massacre some not bikers. So Force with 3 dice, goes off with 2, cannot be denied because the Orcs only get 1 dice. Alright, so now shooting phase. Let's see what happens. Now it's time to pick off those not bikers and see if they survive. They're going to start shooting first because they have pretty much no option. They have to shoot at them, but the other guys, they can actually turn around and shoot at the other knobs if they wipe out too many of these guys. So they're going to start shooting. 2 missiles, twin linked, 3s to hit, both hit, 2s to wound, 1 wound, 1 4-up jink, because they're going to jink, because they might as well jink. And they fail, so 1 wound on the closest not biker. Librarian and everyone else is Stormbolter. Now all the Stormbolter shots, 6 shots, 3s to hit, twin linked, because when they deep strike, they are twin linked. All but 1 hit. Strength 4, toughness 5, 5s to wound. No wounds. That's unfortunate. They're now going to fire. Not bikers. 4 assault cannon shots, twin linked. Twin linked. All hit. Good shooting. 3s to wound, 6s rend, and they all go through the armor anyway. Okay. 2 4-up cover saves. Because Jink, both of them are passed. Knobs are okay. 8 Stormbolter shots. Twin linked. All hit but 1. 5s to wound. There's a few wounds. 3 4-up jinks. More armor saves. 1 failed. So now the closest knob is killed. Good job, Darky. Tank will now fire at them. It's going to fire its assault cannon full ballistic skill. Twin linked. Good thing it's twin linked because apparently didn't want to hit them. All hit. 3 to wound. 6 to rend. Doesn't matter. 1 wound. 1 4-up armor jink. Failed. 1 wound on the closest one. Multi-melta. Hits. 2 to wound. 1 wound. 4-up jink on the non-biker. He fails. He is dead. So he's dead as well. They're now going to keep picking on them. Yes. 4 assault cannon shots. 3s twin linked. All hit. And 3s. 6 to rend. 3 4-ups. All failed as well. Wow. So 1 is dead. And 1 wound on the closest. And 8 Stormbolter shots. Twin linked. This is a large amount of shots at those non-bikers. All 1 hit. 5 to wound. 2 wounds. 2 4-ups. 1 failed. So the closest is dead. Just 2 left. Wow. So because they're pretty much whittled down and they really want to get into assault, they're going to try to focus now on this squad. 4 assault cannon shots. Twin linked. All hit. 3s to wound. 2 wound. 2 4-up saves. Both failed. 5-up feel no pain. Both failed. Wow. Closest dead. And now 8 Stormbolter shots. Twin linked. 3s. These dice roll really well. And 5s. 3 wounds. 3 4-up saves. All failed again. 5-up feel no pain. Wow. Another one dead. Another one dead. Orcs are just not rolling well today. So that's a lot of shooting, and the shooting was really successful. Killed 2 knobs from that squad and 3 knobs from that squad, or 4 knobs from that squad. So that's a lot of dead knobs, so now it's time for some leadership checks. First them, leadership check. They fail. So what happens on the failing chart? 4, which gets +3. So it becomes a 6, which means they fall back. And they fall back 5 inches. And now this squad, which is leadership 9, they're good. And they're going to try to assault them since they're falling back and got really close to them. Overwatch. 6 shots. Twin linked. 6s. Nothing. The Orcs just don't want to roll well. There we go. 3 hits. 3s to wound. 2 wound. 2 2-up armor saves. Both passed. Distance. 4 inches, which is enough to catch them. They move into base to base with them, but now they have to do a leadership check. If they fail the leadership check, they are dead. Let's see what happens. Epically important leadership check. They fail and are removed as a casualty. First blood. So Dark Angels turn 1 could really not have gone better for the Dark Angels and worse for the Orcs. They wiped out 2 knobs there and wiped out an entire squad of knobs to get first blood. Like, that's insane. A lot of points killed, and they're at full strength, but this squad is scary and will pretty much kill anything they touch. So we'll see what has to happen in Orcs turn 2. And right now the current score is 2-0 because of this Knob Squad and First Blood, but there's still tons of game left and a lot of bodies left on the table. So we'll see what happens in Orcs turn 2.
Waaagh! Ghazghkull! Turn 2!
So reserves, does Ghazghkull squad come in? Yes. Does the other squad come in? Yes. The Ghazghkull squad is going to try to land there. Now the reason being is you want to get away from the flaming Land Raider, and you really want to go for the squad, so that way these guys can start tackling them on this side of the board, and the non-bikers can go for guys on this side of the board, and meet in the middle for the bloodbath. So where do they end up? They hit. Good thing. And that's where they end up, in a giant ball of orc. The squad is going to try to land there. Where do they end up? They land as well. Good thing. And now they've landed there, and time to shoot some stuff. Alright, so movement phase. The Orcs are actually going to make a tactical retreat and go for these guys. Now the reason is, Terminators are strongest in large groups. Basically, the more Terminators you have to face, the stronger they are. And if they went for the center squad right there, basically every other Terminator squad could jump on them next turn and hit them. And that many Terminators would be hard to face, because they'll all get to strike initiative 1 and probably wipe you off the board. So you really want to pick them apart one by one, divide and conquer them, and that way, by flanking them, you can kill that one, and then these guys can go for them, and these guys are going to have to are forcefully going for them. So that way, you know, you can divide and conquer them and face them one by one, increasing the chances that you're going to win. First, this squad is going to shoot them. 14 shots, 5s to hit. There's some hits. 4s to wound. I see a couple wounds. 2 up armor. Good job, they actually killed one. And closest one, dead. And the whittling down begins. These guys are now going to fire all their shots at them. We'll do 2 rounds of 9. 5s to hit, reroll. 1 hit on the first round. Twin linked. That wasn't very good shooting at all. Orcs, come on. You gotta do better than that if you want to kill. 2 more. And next wave. 5s. That's better. And 5s. Good job. And all those shots need 3s to wound. Ho! Armor saves. 1 up. 2 ups. I mean, yes, they all pass anyway. So all that shooting did nothing. Ouch. Now they're gonna fire up Belial squad. And of course 5s to hit. There's a lot of hits. And 4s to wound. Wounds this many. 2 up armor saves. All are good still. Terminators just don't want to die. So after all that shooting, really not much accomplished. I killed 1 Terminator. Good job. And everyone else, full squad strengths. But it's time for the assault. So now they're going to assault them. Overwatch. 4 twin linked assault cannon shots. 6s twin linked because they deep struck in recently. 1 hit. 3s to wound. 1 wound. 4 up cover. Because they jinked. Failed. Feel no pain. Failed. And then 8 storm bolter shots. 6s twin linked. 3 hits. 5s to wound. No wounds. Distance. Ouch. But either way, they're going to get in. Get their Hammer Wrath attacks. And that's what matters. These guys really didn't care about getting in. 3 Hammer Wrath attacks. So the war boss on them needs a 2. Fails. Or 3, I guess. And then the other 2 need 4s. 2 wound. 2 2-ups. 1 failed. Hammer Wrath killed again. Dead. And now initiative 4 pilot. Huh. Sergeant goes on the squad. And he needs 4s. Both hit. And he needs 5s to wound. Wow. So 1 dead and, no sorry, 2 feel no pains. 2 feel no pains. Pain was felt. The pain boy's gonna look out Sir off him. And it is not look out, no sir, it is look out Sir because it's 2 up. And he is dead. Initiative step 3 pile in. So pain boy piles in. Big Choppa piles in. Pain is 4 big Choppa attacks. 4s. 2s. 1 wound. 2 up armor save. 2 up armor save. Both passed. 4 pain boy attacks. Needing 4s. 2 hits. 4s reroll. Both wounds. Sorry, 3s reroll. Either way, 2 armor saves. 1 failed. Good job, pain boy. And leader is killed. And then initiative 1 pilot. This is going to really destroy stuff, basically, because everything is really going to hurt. So the 6 attacks on the squad. So they need 4s. 2s to wound the not bikers. 3 wound. 3 5 up feel no pains because they're toughness 5. 1 oh, 2 dead. So the closest is technically the pain boy. I'm gonna look at both of them off the pain boy. Both look absurd. Big Choppa is dead. Ouch. Boss gets his attacks on the squad. 5 attacks, 3s to hit. This should kill some stuff. 4 2s to wound. 2 wounds. 2 5 up invols. Both dead. And the 1 power claw knob. All hit. Sorry, 3 hits. We need 4s. 2s to wound. 2 wounds. 2 5 up invols. He's dead too. So, they're dead. Kill point for the knob bikers. But what a cost for that. Wow. And they get D6 consolidate. 5 inches. So they're actually going to go this way, 5 inches, so that way they can stay kind of out of assault range of those guys. So after Orcs turn 2, wow, Orcs are getting obliterated. The knob bikers are just being fragile. They're kind of the biggest glass hammer ever. So all that's left are those 3 guys. Not a lot left. That's 3 kill points right there, so we'll see. Squads there landed, squads there landed. And Terminators they've lost one squad of Terminators, so right now the current score is 2-1. 2 for the Dark Angels, 1 for the Orcs. We'll see what happens in Dark Angels, turn 2.
Dark Angels, turn 2.
Alright, so now Dark Angels Tactica. So right now, these guys are pretty close to the both 2 squads. You have to make a decision which squad you're going to go for. And I think the better decision in this circumstance is actually go for the Knob Bikers, because they can move up, and the Land Raider can move up and focus on this squad. Now the odds are with the new Orcs, they're going to probably fail their leadership and run off the table. And that would suck for the Orcs, but that's what you got to do. So these guys can now focus on the Knob Bikers, maybe kill one of them, get another kill point. They can possibly force them off the table. But these guys have to take the bait. They have to go for Ghazghkull squad, because you can't let the Orcs get the assault turn. If you do, they get so much stronger, an extra attack, and +1 strength. So you gotta assault them and deny them those things, so they are gonna have to go for them. So as I mentioned, they're gonna go for the Knob Bikers, because they're a much juicier target than these guys. And they're gonna move up as well, 6 inches, so that they can go join in on the fight as well, and possibly kill some Orcs. Land Raider moves up, might as well. And these guys are going to go for the Orc boys. This is going to be crazy, but it's going to be Belial, Warlord on Warlord. So it's going to be a fun game when these two come to fruition. Psychic phase, how many dice do the Dark Angels get? 1. So the Librarian's going to try to cast the Psychic Power, in which he can overwatch a full ballistic kill in case he gets assaulted. And it goes off with 2, Orcs can't deny. So first off, they're going to shoot at the boys. 2 missile shots. We're just going shots because we don't want to accidentally hurt our own guys. 1 hit. 2's to kill. Or 2's to wound. Nope, no wound. And the Storm Bolter shots. All hit but 1. 4's to wound. All wound. The closest 3 are being shot for cover, so 5 ups. 2 die. Last one. Still alive. Dead. So first 3 are dead. And front 3 are gone. So that's already going to force a leadership check if they kill one. And the Land Raider is going to try to push them over the top. 4 twin-linked assault cannon shots. 3s. Good thing they're twin-linked. All hit. 2's to wound. All wound. Once the enemy's being fired through Terminator, so 5 up cover saves. Oh wow! Only 1 dead. And closest is dead. Multi-Belta. Missed. So no hit there. But that alone will force a leadership later, and statistically, they might fall back. We'll see. And now they're going to now focus on the Knob Bikers, since the Orcs have been whittled down already a little bit. 4 assault cannon shots. 3s. Okay, only 1 hit. And they need toughness is still 5. So 3s. 1 wound. They're going to jink once again. 4 up, 5 up. 4 up. Failed. 5 up. Failed. Gonna keep it on the Warboss. Warboss has 2 more wounds. And 6 wounds. So 6 shots with Storm Bolters. 3s to hit. 5s to wound. 1 wound. 4 up. Failed. 5 up, Field of Pain. Orcs haven't passed a single save today. He's gonna try to look up, sir, that onto the knob. Failed. Okay. 1 wound left on the Warboss. And they're now gonna shoot at the Orcs. 4 assault cannon shots. 3s. And 2s. 3 wounds. Run 3. Dead. 1, 2, and 3. Ghazghkull is fearless anyway. And 8 shots with Storm Bolters. 3s. And 4s. None. Oh, sorry, 1 dead. Just dead as well. Just denying those attacks. Now the big leadership check on them. They need a 7. 7 to pass. And they pass, luckily, and they're still in the game. Good job. Assault phase. They're going to assault them. Overwatch. 9 shots. Twin linked. 6s. Wow. And 6s. None. On the 4 shots to hit, 3s to wound. 3 wounds. 3 2-up armor saves. All good. Distance? Plenty. And they're gonna get in. Yes. We're gonna assault them. Overwatch. Ghazghkull is big shooter. I totally forgot about it last turn. Wow, 2 hits. 3s to wound. 2 wounds. 2 3-up armor saves. Okay. 8 slugger shots. 1 hit. 4 to wound. 1 wound. 1 2-up armor save. Okay. That's a lot of 6s in a row. Distance. 6 inches. That should be enough. And they get in. This is going to be another crazy combat. Ghazghkull is going to have his way with some Terminators. This combat first. The war boss challenges, and the leader accepts. So they'll challenge everyone else. At least that forces the sergeant to hit him on 6s. So he might survive. Sergeant goes first, initiative 4. He needs 4s to hit the war boss. 1 hit. And he needs 6s to wound the war boss. No wound. Initiative 3. Painboy, 3 attacks. 4s. Nothing. Initiative 1. Everyone else. This is gonna hurt. 9 power claw. Sorry, now 9 power fist attacks on the squad. Needing 4s. Okay. And 2s. A lot. So we gotta do this 2 at a time. So first the 5 ups on the knob. Well, failed. He is dead. He's dead, but he still gets his attacks back. The next 2 on the Painboy. 1 failed. Not instant killed. He's still alive. Still alive. Dead. Painboy's also killed, so that alone is 2 kill points. But they still get their attacks, and War Boss is still alive. The Knob's attacks on the squad. He needs 4s. 1 hit. Wow. And 2s. Wounds. 5 up pinball. He's dead. So 1 Terminator's dead. And War Boss gets his attacks on the Sergeant. 3s. All hit. 2s. All wound. 5 up pinballs. 3 failed. So the squad is dead. So the squad's dead. And he gets to consolidate D6 inches. Consolidate 4 inches. Not bad. So that War Boss did escape. He lost 2 kill points though. Oh man. And he got 1. So that's a huge blow. And the War Boss has done 1 wound. This combat. Ghazghkull challenges. The Sergeant accepts. Belial would accept, but he wants to stay alive for 1 more round to do some wounds. And hopefully whittle down Ghazghkull a little bit. Plus, if he fails one of the Ghazghkull Thraka's wounds that Ghazghkull Thraka causes, Belial is killed. So, Ghazghkull Thraka and the Sergeant will fight. Interesting stuff. Initiative 4, pile in. Such as the Sergeant. Sergeant gets 3 attacks on Ghazghkull Thraka, needing 4s to hit. 1 hit. He needs 5 to wound. No wound. Initiative 2, pile in. So all the boys pile in, other than the Knob with the Power Claw. This is going to be good. Alright, so then all the Orc boys, they need 4s to hit with their first 12 attacks. That's a good amount. And 5s to wound. No wounds. And the next wave of attacks, 4s. And 5s once again. No wounds. Initiative 1, pile in. Now that the Orc boys are, you know, swinging for the fences. Oh man. Lyle gets his 4 attacks on the squad. Needing 3s to hit. And 2s to kill. 3 dead. The other 4 Terminators need 4s. Holy moly. And 2s to kill. A lot of dead boys. So all 9 of the remaining boys are killed. So it's just down to the Knob. Wow. Knob, of course, gets to go. So does Ghazghkull Thraka at initiative step 1. Thraka gets his 5 attacks, needing 3s to hit. Wound, 3s to hit. Okay. 2s to wound. 2 wounds. 2 5-up pinballs. Both failed. So Sergeant and Guy is killed. Knob gets 3 attacks, needing 4s. Nothing. So, after Dark Angel's turn 2, here's what the battlefield looks like. That was a crazy Dark Angel's turn. So assaulting in, they killed and got 2 more kill points. So now it's 4 for the Dark Angels, and they got another one. Orcs got another one, so it's 2. 4 to 2 for Dark Angels. But look how much this is left. All the Knobs are gone. So all the Knob bikers dead. This squad is still pretty strong, but they can overwatch a full ballistic skill, so that's going to be pretty nasty. That Land Raider's still alive. Maybe the War Boss will go for it next turn because it might be an easy kill point. And this squad is still alive, technically with that 1 Knob, and Ghazghkull Thraka is still alive too, so there's still potential there. Right now the score is 4 to 2. So this will have a lot to do with it, because if Ghazghkull Thraka can wipe out that squad, that's 2 kill points alone, plus slay the Warlord for an extra 3. But that Knob's probably going to die, because everyone strikes initiative step 1. And over here, these Orcs gotta be super aggressive, probably calling Call of the Waaagh. We'll see what happens in Orcs, turn 3.
Waaagh! Ghazghkull, turn 3.
So, beginning the Orc turn, Orcs are gonna declare the Waaagh!
1,
Being Ghazghkull, 2+ invul, and everyone else can run and assault, which is good for them. The war boss is gonna right there. And he doesn't decide yet who's gonna go for Land Raider or them, because this will make a heavy decision on the game. He'd probably kill that Land Raider, you know? Or maybe do some damage to it, because he gets 5 attacks, 3s to hit, 5s to pen, but we'll see. Or this squad, which will be pretty nasty too. This squad will move up. Now they're not gonna run, because they're not at that far of a distance. They only need like 4 inches. So they're gonna shoot, because they might as well get some shooting, maybe kill a Terminator, or maybe even lucky kill 2. And then maybe that war boss will then jump into the assault with them, because that way they can stay alive and then go for that Land Raider. Next shooting phase, this is gonna dictate a lot, so they're gonna shoot them. So 11 shots, 5 to hit. That's better. 4s to wound. 3 wounds. 3 2-up armor saves. 1 failed. They actually killed a Terminator, which is good because it removes 2 Overwatch shots of full ballistic skill from them. So because enough Overwatch shots have been eaten up by them, I think the Orc boys are going to assault them, and we're going to go for the Land Raider and see if we can take it out with the war boss. War boss is going to assault. No. They're going to try to make their assault. Overwatch. 2 rocket missiles. Both hit. 2s to kill. Dead. 2 dead. 4 Storm Bolter shots. Only 2 hits. 4s to kill. 1 dead. Dead. So they still need about 5 inches. How far? 9 inches. Plenty. So they jump in, and they'll be able to get their attacks in on this squad, and hopefully do enough damage to kill them, because, yeah, that would be good. Since they were going in, War Boss is going to declare his assault on the Land Raider. No Overwatch. Distance 7 inches, plenty. And he assaulted. And gets in there. So as I said, the reason behind this is, since if he can kill the Land Raider and get lucky, that's a kill point. These guys might be able to do enough damage to them to stall them for a turn, and then War Boss can maybe jump in. You got to keep the War Boss alive, so if he's going to die, you got to tie him up. And over here, we'll see what happens in that combat. So this is the Tactica portion. So we'll do War Boss first on the Land Raider. So he gets 5 attacks, 3s to hit, all hit but 1. Nice. And he needs 4s to glance, 5s to pen. Wow, 3 pens. 3 pens of +1. Immobilized, and that one. But because there's 2 immobilizes, he loses 4 hull points. Based on these ones, right? The first one gets 1 hull point immobilized. Second one, 2 hull points, that's a hull point off. So it's just wrecked. And that is a kill point for the War Boss. Good job, War Boss. Goodbye, Land Raider. Land Raider's wrecked. And then next to this crazy combat, we're going to do initiative step 4. The knob is... Sorry, they actually get counterattack, so they automatically... So, they pile in initiative step 4. And remember, they do have counterattack, so they get an extra attack. Librarian on the squad, 3 attacks. 4s to hit, all hit. And 4s to kill. 1 dead. And 1 is dead. Sergeant on the squad, initiative step 4. 3 attacks. 4s to hit, 2 hits. 4s to kill. 1 dead. Another Orc boy bites the dust. Next, the Claws guy goes. 3 attacks. 4s to hit. 4s to wound. Shred. 1 dead. 1 more Orc boy dies. Ouch. But now the pile in. Initiative step 2. I have 4 boys left, so 12 attacks on this. 4s and 4s. And 4s to wound. And 5 2-up armor saves. Failed 2. Good job, Orcs. So the closest ones are dead. The fists still get to go. Initiative 1 pile in. Do the knob attacks on the Librarian. So it's going to Librarian. He needs 4s to hit. 2 hits. 2s to wound. 2 wounds. 2 lookout sirs off the Librarian, because if he fails them, he dies. He fails the lookout sir, and is instant killed by the Power Claw. Oh, kill point! And the 1 lookout sir wound survives. All those fists get their attacks back. 5 orc. So 4s to hit. 2s to kill. 1 dead. Ouch. 1 more dead. So in this combat, in the end, orcs lost by 3. They're at leadership 4. And they fail with a 5. So what happens? 6. I'm going to re-roll that. Try to roll a 1. A 3, which becomes a 5. So they automatically fail. They can't be chased by the Terminators, and they run 3 inches back. Let's retreat slightly. And they're going to consolidate 4 inches. They're going to move towards here. And now this crazy combat, Ghazghkull challenges, Belial accepts, because if he kills Ghazghkull, he gets an extra victory point, but things aren't looking too good for him. Initiative 1 pile in. Everyone goes. We'll do the challenge first. So Ghazghkull on Belial. 5 attacks. 4s to hit. 4 hits. Nice. Hitting. 2s to wound. 3 wounds. So we have to do this 1 at a time because Belial has a 3-up invul, but if he fails, he's instantly killed. So he's okay. He's okay. He's okay. 6, 6, 6. Scary stuff. Belial hits him back. Attacks. Being 4s. All hit. 2s to wound. 3 wound. 3 2-up invuls due to Ghazghkull's Waaagh. All good. So then the Power Claw on the Power Fists. 3 hits. 2 to wound. 3 wound. 3 5-up invuls. 1 good, 2 dead. So 2 will die, but they get their attacks at the same time. 6 Power Fist attacks on the knob. 4s to hit. 2s to kill. So, first one instant kills the knob, getting a kill point. Second one goes on Ghazghkull, 2-up invul. He's okay. So in the end, it was actually a tight combat. 2 Terminators died. The knob with 2 wounds died. Belial and Ghazghkull didn't do anything to each other because the Waaagh turn. And yeah, so we're going to continue on and we'll see what happens. Yeah. Alright, so at the end, there's not much anywhere left around the table. At the end of Orcs, turn 3. Here's what the battlefield looks like. So right now, the current score is 5. I believe it's 5. Correct me if I'm wrong. The score will be in the top left or top upper. But I believe it's 5 because each one had 7 kill points and there's 3 left on the table for the Orcs. So right now it's 5 points for the Dark Angels and 3 points for 4 points for the Orcs. Alright, so at the end of Orcs, turn 3, here's what the battlefield looks like. As you can see, not much anywhere else on the board because all the action's over here. This is a bloodbath of a game. It's just exciting and fun to watch. So right now, the current score is 5 for the Dark Angels because they got another kill point killing the knob, to 3 for the Orcs because they had another kill point because they killed the Land Raider. Not a lot left on the board. Seriously, these Orcs are fleeing. That war boss is by himself. Nothing to do. And those Deathwing are on their own too. They have to make a decision. Go for the war boss or go for the boys. And over here, Belial and Ghazghkull are locked in a challenge. Now, if Ghazghkull kills Belial, that could be a difference in the game. But right here, this is a really important combat. And we'll have to see what happens in Dark Angels turn 3.
Dark Angels, turn 3.
Dark Angels turn 3. Here's where the decision lies. These Deathwing can either shoot and kill. They'll likely kill all of the Orcs, making them flee back even more and getting another kill point. But I think it's a better idea for them to go for the war boss. Because if they go and kill that 1 wound off the war boss, that's a kill point. These guys won't be able to do much. You know, if they regroup, they'll be able to shoot at them next turn and they can assault them back and stuff, so it won't be too bad. So right now it's a better idea to go for the war boss, take him out, and if you get lucky, like you might not be able to kill him, but if they kill him, that's a kill point, and it really does nerf the squad because he can run around the battlefield killing anything that he wants. So go for him. So they're going to now fire the 2 Stormbolter shots, 3s to hit, both hit, to wound, 1 wound, 4-up armor, he's okay. And then the 2 Cyclone Missile Launcher shots, 3s, nothing. Oh, that's not good. They're going to declare their assault on him. They got to go for him. If they can kill him, it's good. And they all have the same initiative, so might as well go for him. Overwatch. 3 shots, 6s, nothing, 6s, 1 hit. 3s, no wound. Distance, plenty. So we'll do their attacks on the war boss first. They get 6 attacks, and they need 4s to hit. So 3 hits, and 1/2 to kill. Warboss is killed. But Warboss gets his attacks back. 3s, all hit. 2s to wound, all wound. And 5 up involves. They're dead too. Oh, combat destroyed. And now the most important combat of the game, because there's only 2 guys left for the Dark Angels. And really only 1 model left for the Orcs. So we'll see, this combat is really Initiative 1 pile-in. We'll do Ghazghkull first. So Ghazghkull gets his 5 attacks. He needs 4s to hit. Wow. And 2s to wound Belial. 3 wounds. We have to do this one at a time. 3 up invul. Belial's okay. Belial's okay. Belial is okay. Wow. Belial's 3 attacks on Ghazghkull. 4s. 1 hit. 2s. 1 wound. 2 up invul. He's okay. Other guy's attacks on Ghazghkull. 4s. Both hit. 2s. Both wound. Ghazghkull got 2 up invul. Passes both. So nothing happened in that combat. Wow. After Dark Angels, turn 3. Here's what the battlefield looks like. This place, there's nothing left. There's just nothing left here. I cannot believe the lack of anything left here in this game. So right now, they're falling back. And right now the Dark Angels are leading 6-4. But this combat is what it comes down to, because right now, Ghazghkull's now lost his invul, but keeps his 5 up, feel no pain. And he has 2 guys left. If he kills them both, he tables and he wins the game for the Orcs. If he dies, that's game for the Dark Angels. So this is the very important combat. They're fleeing. They might just run off the table, so it'd be 7-4 for the Dark Angels. But if the Orcs can table the Dark Angels, that's like winning for the Orcs. So you can't get much closer than this game. So we'll see what happens in Orcs turn 4.
Waaagh! Ghazghkull, turn 4.
The important part, they're still above 25% of their squad, so they need 7. They're good. They regroup. They regroup their inches, and they can't do anything this turn because there's nothing to do when you've regrouped. Combat. Yay, Initiative 1. Ghazghkull goes first. Well, we're just doing his attacks first. 5 attacks, 4s, 3 hits, and 2s. 2 wounds. Belial is okay. Is okay. And now Belial gets his 3 attacks back. 4s. 2 hits. 2s. 2 wounds. 2 5 up, feel no pains. Pain was felt. 2 wounds left on Ghazghkull. The Terminator on him. 2 attacks. Neither hit. Ghazghkull lost by 2, but is fearless. So that was a quick turn. After Orc's turn, they regrouped. Ghazghkull's losing that combat now. But all he has to do is kill Belial. Belial has to just essentially fail 1 3-up invul. And then that's a huge turn of the tide. And then that 1 Terminator's left. So a huge, epic combat. And we'll see what happens in Dark Angels. Turn 4.
Dark Angels, turn 4.
Dark Angels turn 4. No movement phase, no psychic phase, no everything. Just assault. Just for fun, we're going to do their attacks first in case. Let's see if they kill it. Everyone kills each other. Belial goes first. 3 attacks. 4s to hit. All 4 hit. All 3 hit, sorry. 2s to wound. 3 wounds. Ghazghkull Thraka. 3 5 up invul. 5 up feel no pains. Ghazghkull Thraka's dead! Plus 2 points. 1 for Slay the Warlord, plus an additional 1 for Slay the Character Challenge. Ghazghkull Thraka is dead! Dead! Dead. Also gets his attacks in. So 5 attacks. All but 1 hit. 2s to wound. All wound. So 1 at a time. Belial. He's dead! Finally! Dead. And him. 5 up invul. He's dead too. Dead. Oh. And everyone is dead. Dead. So everyone, I really hope you enjoyed that battle report. I didn't see that coming. That was awesome. So in the end, those 4 orc boys tabled, in the end, it's a tabling for the Dark Angels, and those 4 orc boys won it for the Ghazghkull Waaagh. So in the end, that's it. The final score would have been like 8 to 6, I guess. But because those orc boys are alive and no Dark Angels, it is a Ghazghkull Waaagh victory. So there you have it. It is a Dark Angels demise. It is an Orcs victory. In the end, only 4 models left, but thank you so much for watching this battle report. And if you like this battle report and you want to see more of my content, click on the link below for a free 14-day trial to my premium YouTube channel, The Warp, where not only do you get to see other battle reports, you also get to see start to finish painting tutorials, the next 6 months worth of miniature painting 101 episodes, and just some awesome wargaming content. So thank you so much for watching this, and until next time, this is Jay saying, happy painting.